So you are developing a new thermos, and this is the insulation you are providing at the boundaries of that thermos. So we all know that as this thickness will increase, it will have more that poor conductor of heat. And if you are having bigger thickness, then it is not going to be the inventive step. You need to create something which is not obvious. So making a thicker insulation is obviously will lead to a better thermos. So if you are making a claim, if you are writing a patent application where the insulation is increased, and insulation increasing is giving you better thermal properties, so that is not an inventive step. How you can reduce the thickness and still you are able to achieve the same thermal properties, that will be the inventive step. Because increasing the thickness, you will have better thermal properties. So if you create a new thermos, if a Milton company or Cello company creates a new thermos with more thickness of the walls, so they want to protect this new development under the patent, this will not be possible. So it is also important thing that novelty and then inventive step. And third is that patent should also have some kind of industrial application. Without industrial application, patents are not possible. Commercialization. So if you are developing something which is only for theoretical purpose, which is only applicable within the lab environment, then it is not patentable. To have patentability, it should have some kind of real life application. It should have some kind of commercial utility. So monetization is integral part of patents. And to ensure, because in India, I'm sorry to say that our quality of patents were not so good. Many of the patents granted in India never commercialized, and you will be surprised, rather baffled by knowing the numbers. About 75% of the patents granted in India never commercialized. So it means this clause is not properly checked. This particular clause, while awarding the patent, is not properly checked. Therefore, recently our patent office have started, Government of India has started the concept of Form 27, that every year to have your patent continued, you have to write the industrial application of your patent, and you have to submit Form 27 every year to give the details that whether it is used anywhere in the industry or what are the efforts you are doing to commercialize your patent. So these are the three important conditions: novelty, inventive step, and utility. And if all these three conditions are satisfied, then only patent can be given. There are certain products which are not patentable. For example, if you develop a product which is against the national security, somehow it is against the national security, it cannot be patented. Maybe you are working in the field of nuclear science, and you develop a new process or a product based on your research, that cannot be patented. So there is a long list where products cannot be patented, where you have something which is against the existing norms, which is against the natural norms, and so on. So you can see this long list. So contrary to well established natural laws, and invention contrary to public health and morality. Then scientific principles, already I discussed. So there is a long list which is not like before this particular lunch break, a ma'am was discussing that she has developed a case study and there are two models. So those types of models cannot, business models, methods, etc., cannot be patented. They can be copyrighted, but cannot be patented. So there are long list of, you can say, cases which cannot be patented. Like I was just mentioning about this atomic energy. Traditional knowledge, already I told you that any invention related to traditional knowledge cannot be patented. So these are, uh, you can understand that therefore our friends who are in the field of mathematics, our friends who work in the field of computer science, they will have difficulty, or even the friends who are working in management, they will have difficulty to have patents with them. If you are working in mechanical engineering, civil engineering, chemical engineering, metallurgical engineering, biotechnology, these are the fields where you will have a lot of opportunities for patents. But because of the nature of some of the subjects, you will find if you are in humanities, so you will not have much scope for patents. So for you, the area of copyright is more suitable. But people in various engineering disciplines, I mentioned, sometime in science also, those who are in physics, etc., chemistry, they will have lot of opportunities for patents. But because of some disciplines where you will not have opportunities of patents, you may do some other type of IP generation, particularly in the field of either design or in the field of copyrights. So this is about now. Let me also, because this is our last session, so let me quickly go to the process of filing the patent. How in India we file the patent. So let me go to that process, which will help you to understand. So I will give you a very brief, you can say. So let me start with this slide now. All of a sudden, I have jumped many slides. So this is a very useful database, and the name of this database is Derwent. This is a product of Clarivate. One of the product of Clarivate, many of you may be knowing, that is Web of Science, where your journals, etc., are listed. So that you all know. But Derwent is a product of Clarivate, which is a patent database. It is one of the most comprehensive patent database in the world at the moment. Mostly you refer the patent databases of respective countries. Like you can go to USPTO, that is patent database of United States. You can go to European Union's patent database. You can go to Indian patent database. So different country specific patent databases are there. So as a researcher, you have limitation. You cannot go to every country's patent database. And another limitation is you can go to only those databases where information is available to you in English. But there are large number of countries in the world which are non-English speaking. And one of the country which is pioneer in patenting and non-English speaking is China. And if we are doing patent, we will miss the entire novelty issue if something is available in some Chinese patent. Derwent is very useful in that case because Derwent converts all type of information into English language, and it will help you to do a very good literature review. And let me give you a live demo of Derwent. I'm stopping this PPT at the moment, and let me take you to the Derwent site, and that Derwent site will help you to understand this is what I have shared. Stop sharing. So are you able to see this, Google?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I am opening the Derwent Innovation website just to give you the idea of prior art in language of Derwent, or sorry, in language of patent, we call it prior art, or you can simply understand it like a literature review, which is important. So I am doing the login. So this is Derwent Innovation login. So this is the, since I have the license, so I will directly go to IP authentication because I am at IIT Roorkee network. So this is the opening page of this Derwent Innovation, and here I think Shivani Verma, she is here. Shivani ji, are you here?
She was Selvi Verma and she is not here right now.
Okay, okay. So any faculty member who is in the field of science, engineering, and wants to know about his research area? Anyone? I just wanted to have her research area because she submitted some project to DST. Information system is a very broad area, Munna ji. So you can information system, if okay, so I think you are from computer science, therefore you are writing information system. Let me be very specific to that. Okay, let me write 5G communication. Information system you are saying, I will write 5G communication. 5G communications. So I want to search, I want to do a patent. I am doing a research in the area of 5G communication. I want to do a patent in that. And for that purpose, I have to write in my application when I will be doing the patent, lot of prior art. So in that case, I have just want to search 5G communications, and let me see what appears. I think there will be good number of, because it's a very generic, you can say, term I have written. So there will be somewhere 1,000 or more than that. Search. Okay, just 509 records, no issue. So like, okay, you see that the first patent, if you are able to see on your screen, this is a US patent. So obviously this you can get easily in English, and this is available from USPTO also. But the second patent, this is with CN number. This is a Chinese patent. This is a Chinese patent, and it is only available to you because you are searching it in Derwent. If you don't use Derwent, then you will not be able to locate this patent. And what Derwent does, Derwent is converting the Chinese language in English translation so that you can understand, you can know what is there in this particular. So this particular, you can say, original title is Low Dielectric Loss High Frequency Transmission LCP Film and Preparation Method thereof. So this is the original title. You can see that the original title is in Chinese language and it is the English translation. Derwent has done its own titling of this particular innovation, and they have made it much simpler so that any layman can also understand with the title itself that what is this particular patent all about. And then Derwent has given all description that what is this patent, what are the use. So because this can be used in 5G communications, therefore this has particularly appeared in our search result. So all details etc are available, and whatever the claims etc, so you can see that everything is mentioned in Chinese, and then Derwent has converted these things for our help into English. So you see that these patents are with different names: US, CN, Korea, WO, KR, US, 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 KR, US, CN, CN. So these are patents in different countries. So because of the country's name, the initial letters will tell you that where the patent is registered. And you see that I have scrolled up to 50. So in first 50, you see I could not find even a single Indian patent. I could not find even a single Indian patent. We all know that 5G technology is going to come very soon, and our entire communication will shift to 5G in, means it's a matter of time just that when we are going to shift to 5G communication systems. And here in first 50 patents, we can do the search for all these 509 patents also. But I am telling you that you didn't find even a single Indian patent. And we all know, as a professor of management, there are many faculty members here. We all know that India is a very fast, you can say, uh, developing market for communications. We are having very high penetration of mobiles in our country, but still the maximum benefit of Indian market is going to companies which are not Indians. So if you see from the business opportunity point of view, you can tell your students that there is going to be a huge opportunity in the 5G area. No Indian companies, or not only Indian companies, forget about Indian companies, but there is no Indian patent at all. So it is just one example. You now I just give this particular term like 5G communication, and these results appeared. Now in this particular thing, there are so many ways in which you can create your new filters, you can create new strings, and you can have more customized way of searching this particular database. And when you search this database, you can get more interesting outcomes. So the first important thing for filing the patent, you need to have a good prior art, and generally I suggest to my students that we are in habit of doing the prior art or literature review with the help of our different types of databases, but it will be more value addition to your publications if you can also add literature review from the patent databases. Like I can also suggest some other things which may be of use to you. Those who are teaching in engineering classes, BTech classes, in final year, students need to do some BTech projects. Now, I don't know how you are selecting topics for your BTech projects. A very simple way to select the topic for BTech project is to look this patent database. You can see this patent database and see that what current researches are happening, and on the basis of the current researches, you can decide the same thing what others have developed. You can also develop the same thing in your lab, and maybe you will not be eligible for patent because it's not a novel thing, but at least your students will have a good idea that they have developed something similar which is patented. So at least that itself is a good learning for many students, because some of you talked about uh, lack of employability and such issues. So those things can be easily handled if we go with such type of interesting concepts. So if you want to know more about Derwent, we can do, otherwise we can go back to our PPT. Okay, so Munna ji is saying go to PPT. Let me stop this. Okay, so we are back to PPT. So we do this kind of, there is some question from Dr. Bhagat that how do we log in on Derwent and create an account there. So Dr. Bhagat, you will not be able to log in on Derwent and create the account because this is a paid database. And since at IIT we have a license of Derwent, therefore we are able to access it on IIT network. But if you are outside of IIT Roorkee, you will not be able to have access of Derwent because of paid. If your college has license, then only you can create account on this. But in case, let me also offer you my services for this purpose, that in case if any one of you is interested to know something in your area of research, you want to get prior art related to your area, that okay, how many patents are there, or if you know a particular patent and you want to have the details of that, you can always approach me without any hesitation, and we will provide you, because we are having these kind of databases only from public money. So you also have equal right on the public money, and therefore in case you want any information using this database, I will be happy and we will provide you those information. So don't worry that if you don't have uh, these tools in your institutions, you should not feel any kind of you can say slackness or any kind of lacuna and in your quality research. So whether I am in your institution or you are not in IIT Roorkee, don't hesitate, and you can always approach me, and we will. My email ID is very simple. So you can write on this particular email ID, and we will provide you the relevant information. Okay, so this is about the Derwent. So this is uh, only one part of our patent filing process. Now, this diagram is from my IIT Roorkee institution, and the process of patent filing which is there. But even if I minus IIT Roorkee from this particular slide, the process will remain the same. So when you are ready with your research, when you feel that you can file a patent, at that stage, you need to make a detailed application. And in that application for patent, you need to write specific claims. That is very important. One is claim. Second is about product, what product you are making. And third is prior art. These 3-4 things you need to make clearly in your application, that you have developed a product. What is that product? Give the specifications and all such relevant requirement. Then what is the claim? Claim is what new thing you are claiming in this thing, what are the inventive steps, and how it will be applicable in the industry. So you write different claims in your application, and to support your claims, that your claims are really inventive, your claims are novel, you need to give lot of prior art. That in the similar field, you see, I have broken my this bone, and now I want to rehabilitate so that the movement comes back in my arm. Now, for that purpose, there may be different type of rehabilitation devices. There may be different type of rehabilitation devices. Now, my rehabilitation device, how it is different from the available rehabilitation devices. And for that purpose, I have to do lot of prior art. That there may be, I use this mobile phone. Now, in this mobile phone, there may be a receiver. There will be a transmitter. Now, I want to develop a new receiver, new transmitter. So, how my receiver or transmitter is better than the available receivers and transmitters. So, for that purpose, I have to give a good amount of prior art. And therefore, this role of Derwent comes into the picture. So, once I have framed these things, then I have to approach your maybe to college, or if you don't want to involve your college into this process, you can also do all these things on your own. So you need to approach some patent attorney for this purpose. Like if you are going to court, you need a lawyer. Similarly, when you are going to filing for IP, you need a patent attorney. So you will give your application to this patent attorney. Your application right now is a technical document. Your document at this moment is a technical document. This patent attorney will convert your document into a techno-legal document. So the application will be converted into the desired format of patent office by this attorney. Some of the attorneys also provide you search facilities. You have done prior art using free databases. which are available on Google search. So you will generally use these free databases because as an individual, you will not have resources to use Derwent. So these patent attorneys generally they use this Derwent. So they will provide you the search facilities also. And once your application is ready, they will file the application to the patent office. Now, sometime you must have heard about patenting of idea also. There are people who say कि भाई मेरे पास एक नया आइडिया आया है, इस आइडिया को पेटेंट करा लेना चाहिए. So let me tell you that there is nothing like patenting of idea. There is nothing like patenting of idea. Yes, you can have a provisional patent. You can have a provisional patent. You have a proof of concept. You have a proof of concept. You do not have complete data to support your idea, but you have a proof of concept that I am developing something which is going to be like this. So with that brief idea, proof of concept, you can file provisional patent. You can file provisional patent. Provisional patent is applicable only for 1 year. So you, in a way, indirectly you can say that you have protected your idea for 1 year. Within 1 year, it is expected that you will generate data, you will actually develop your product, and you will convert your half data or proof of concept with the help of full data into a complete application. So 1 year time is available. Within 1 year, you can submit your application for full patent. So if somebody is saying कि आइडिया पेटेंट करा लो, इसका मतलब है that person is talking about provisional patent, and you can protect your idea for 1 year using this provisional patent route. But if you have enough data with you, you can directly go for full patent. It's like when you are trying for getting a license, driving license. So in the beginning, you get learning license. And after some time, I think within 6 months, you have to convert your learning license into the full license, which is applicable to, I think, 10 years or 20 years. So same thing is here also, that you may have a provisional patent for 1 year, and within 1 year, you have to convert your provisional patent into a full patent. And this provisional patent many a time is said to be patenting of idea. Now, once your provisional patent is filed, since the value of provisional patent is only for 1 year, so nothing is being done. There is no examination, there is no review, nothing of the provisional patent. It remains idle in the patent office. Nothing is happening on that provisional patent because it is only for 1 year. But when you submit the full patent, then your application will be published in the Journal of Patent Office. Your application will be published in the Journal of Patent Office. Now, generally, in a routine process, the application is published after 18 months. So when you are submitting, today is 21st September. So if I am submitting the application today on 21st September 2021, so this application will be published in March 2023 in the Patent Journal. So for this 18 months period, nothing is happening on your application. The patent office is sleeping. If I say in a very simple language, तो पेटेंट ऑफिस आपकी एप्लीकेशन के ऊपर सो गया 18 महीने की. So nothing is happening on those 18 months for your application. Nobody is reading your claims. Nobody is reading your application for 18 months. Nothing is happening. After 18 months, the application will be published in Journal of Patent Office. Now, when the application is published in Journal for Patent Office, now everyone can see that. Now, some of you may be knowing that Patent Office Journal is published every Friday. Every Friday, somewhere around 5 p.m., the new issue of that journal comes. So, on weekly basis, you have publication of the Journal of Patent Office. So, generally, in a year, 52 issues of this Patent Office Journal are published. And each issue is quite voluminous. In each issue, you may have 200 to 300 pages in the journal. So, you can understand these number of applications are printed every week. And once your application is now published in journal, anybody, you, me, we all can see those applications. So I don't know how many of you have seen the Patent Office Journal. So now our next target is to see the Patent Office Journal. Let me take you there. How many of you have seen that? So this is the Derwent. Let me open. So are you able to see my this? IP India. So here you see this is the website of Indian Patent Office, and if you go to publications, so here you see journal. This is opening. So you can see that if you see this, are you able to see this page?
Yes, sir.
So like every Friday, as I just mentioned, the journal is published. So last Friday, 20th of August, 20th August was a Friday. Yes. Then 27th August, next Friday. Then this is 3rd September is Friday. 10th September is Friday, and 17th September is Friday. So every new issue is appears on Friday, and now the numbers are increasing in India also. So you see that the last Friday issue is published in three parts. Two parts are related to patent, and third part is related to design. I'm just opening one part for your information. So you see this is Friday, and this has 500 pages. So I was mentioning 200, 300, but now it is having 500 pages. So you can see that now these are the publications which are there. And the first is Himvayu Innovators Private Limited, Anuj Gupta, some individual, Amit Kumar Sehrawat, again some individual, Pulkit Ahuja, individual, Deepak Gupta, again some individual. You see this patent published by MET. So now you see this patent is, you see, somebody was asking about in this case of MET's publication, the owner is MET. These may be the faculty members or researchers, Saif Hamid, Jishan Fatima, Munindra Ruwali, all they are the researchers, faculty members, staff, etc. But the owner, the applicant is university itself. Here, in this particular case, this is some other university. This is Academy of Higher Education and Research. This is in Chennai, some university, and this is person, Director Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Now, this person, Dr. S. Devanayam, he is taking this patent on his personal name. He is taking this patent on his, he is innovator, and he, I don't know the policy of this particular university, but it is appearing that in this case, the university has allowed patents on individual name. Now you see, in this case, the invention, if you read, this is a stand-alone solar-powered electric dental chair for rural healthcare application. So for dental healthcare purpose, he has developed a chair which is powered by solar energy. Now, this application has 8 pages, 3 claims. So if you are interested to know more about this particular patent, you need to pay some fees to patent office, and then you can have this entire application. So abstract is published, the entire 8 pages are not published. So that is how this particular, let me just see whether any patent from Roorkee is published in this. Okay, so one patent is published in this from Roorkee also. So you see, in this case, IIT Roorkee is the owner, and name of our inventors, Professor Kirti Bhushan Mishra, who is in mechanical department, and Ankit Sharma is his researcher. So they have filed a patent, and this patent is published in this particular journal. You want to see any other institution of your known? Anyone?
Can we search it? The search string comes by the name of, like, if I had submitted a patent on 2018, so should I wait for 18 months to see the journal?
Yeah.
So for
18 months, nobody will be able to see your application. For 18 months, it's completely in dark.
Mhm. But as far as I remember, when I, along with my students, had filed the patent,
Yeah.
after a few months, they shown me a screenshot telling that patent is published.
Yeah, so that is possible once you
Early
apply
publication.
for early publications also.
Yes,
So
yes.
this is a routine thing that your patents are published after 18 months. But if you are in hurry and you want that your patent should be granted early, so there is a early publication route also. So if you apply, once you submit your patent application, and then you can apply for early publication, so within 3 to 4 months your application will be published. So that is also possible. Okay, sorry,
So
again
such
there
string
is
is not
a,
available, right, sir?
just a minute. Okay, sorry, phone is disconnected, no issue. Yeah,
Yes.
please, what were you saying?
So the search string in by the name or the patent IP is not available. Just by going to those particular PDFs, opening them, and then searching.
Yeah, so you will come to know that what is the you see, Dr. Lal Pathology has also developed something for real-time quality control monitoring. So I don't know what is this. I am just saying that in case you are looking for searching for patents, then you need to go to the patent database, Indian patent database. So that there you can search for your patents. But here in this, because these are different issues, so you have to go from issue to issue, like part one, part two, and like any journal. So there is no simple, you can say, mechanism to search, and we all are same. We all are Indians here, so our systems are slightly sluggish, and it's not so advanced. So it takes a lot of time. Therefore, even the uh, people who are 100% always in IP activities, they keep waiting every Friday about the publication of new journal, and they have their well-defined process of searching, that they want to search biotechnology related patents or not, or something like that. So then they will do their searches every Friday, and they develop their own databases depending upon the requirement of their clients. So you need to, there is a lot of scope of improving our patent search, particularly in Indian context.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like if you see, this particular list is available in the patent office, where you can find the list of all the patents which are granted in the field of chemicals and biotechnology. So those type of ready-made lists are also available in the patent site in India. But this is not a good way, because these are all in PDF. So if you want to search through Google, you will not be able to get these information. So
No, that time I missed to collect the details, and I have been searching for those patents, so it is quite a difficult thing.
so it is very difficult. It's not very user friendly way of putting information.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir.
So generally your application will be published after 18 months, but you can also have a request for early publications, and then your application will be published in 3 to 4 months. Then you also need to, after your application is published in the patent journal, whether it is through early publication or through routine publication, then you have to apply for examination. Once your application is published, then you have to apply for examination. And once you have applied for examination, so generally within 1 year, maybe within 6 to 7 months, you will get the report for your examination, or you can say reviewers report. So where reviewers will give you some kind of suggestions, they will raise query on your claims, they will raise query on your inventive steps, and you will get a good report on your claims. And you will get, they will take any amount of time to give your report of examination. But to give response to report of examination, you have only 6 months time. You have only 6 months time. That within 6 months, you have to submit your response. During COVID time, this duration was increased to 1 year temporarily. But generally it is only 6 months time, in which you, again, now it is has reduced to 6 months. So now that liberty that you can file your response in 1 year, that liberty is no longer available. Now again, it is just 6 months. If your reports are coming these days, you get only 6 months to file your response. So within 6 months, you have to give your response to all the questions, issues raised by examiners. Once you submit your response, that response will go again to the examiners. They may be satisfied with your responses, so they may grant the patent. They may not satisfied, they may again give more comments, or they may say that we are not satisfied with your responses, give another response, or they may be partly agreed to your responses, partly not agreed to your responses. So they may also give you time for personal hearing. They may invite you to patent office, and in the patent office, they will ask you to make the presentation for your responses. And during the presentation, you may have the time to explain your viewpoint more clearly, because sometimes in writing you may not be able to explain your actual concept, but when you are given the opportunity of personal hearing, in that you have better opportunity to explain your point of view. And in that process, your patent is accepted. Generally, it happens that you have given 10 claims in your patent, and finally, when you are granted the patent, 2 claims are minus, 3 claims are subtracted, 4 claims are subtracted. You originally claimed 10 things, but finally you get a patent for 6 to 7 things only. So those type of issues are possible in the patent. And if your application is supported with good prior art, then it is very much likely that you can get patent at early date. But if your application is not supported by good design with the good, you can say, prior art, your writing is not very crisp, then it may take more than 10 years also to get the patent. So the quality of patent determines that how fast you are able to get the patent. As I was mentioning about early publication, there is a process of early examination also. So if you are a startup, now this facility of okay, so I'm just talking of startups also, but at the institute level, when you are filing all these things, all these costs are taken care by the institute. So whatever is the cost of government fee and whatever is the cost of attorney fee, that is taken care by the institution. If you are doing all these things on personal basis, it may not be possible for you to bear all these expenses. So at that personal level, you may not like to go for early publication, you may not like to go for early examination, and let everything goes as per its speed. Why? There is a reason for that. Why we should allow things to happen at a regular speed, or why should we go for early publication, early examination? There is a reason for that. Because when you are filing your patent, so when you are filing your patent, day one, file the patent. So your application has reached the patent office, and as these days everything is digital, so same day you will get application number. Now this day one, when you are filing the patent and you are getting the application number, this is a very, very crucial day. because all benefits start from day one. For you, all benefits of your patent start from day one. You have filed the patent, and next day you can start using this patent for your commercial purpose. So all your benefits are possible immediately you get your application number. So this is the first important thing you should know. The next important day 2 in this sequence is publication, which is in practice after 18 months. So now, if you have developed a product for which you have filed the patent and you are not very sure that the patent will be granted, you are not very sure that the patent will be granted, but you are sure that my business will work well. With this idea, my business will work well. So it is advisable not to go for early publication, because as soon as you go for publication, you are opening the Pandora box. It is available for public scrutiny. Like I just saw, there is some professor who has developed a dental chair which is solar powered, and this he says is for rural areas. I don't find any specific, you can say, novelty in that. Now, since it has published and I got curious about that particular product, so even if I am not examiner, I will like to go to that particular patent, I will see, and I can write comments for that particular patent. So even if, because about 400 or 500 patents are published every week, like in India, in year 2019, somewhere around 50,000 patents were published. So it is almost impossible for anyone to read all those 50,000 patents. But sometime you get interested in a particular patent and you want to see that patent. And as a public, I can give my comments with respect to any patent. So once your patent is published, people will write questions, people will give lot of, you can say, inputs about your patent, that this patent is fraud, this is a cheating, the same device available at Amazon, same inventions, same claims were made by such and such application. So people keep writing like that about different publications which are made in the patent journal. So if you are not very confident about your invention, then please do not go for early publication, because for 18 months at least you enjoy your claims, and you can start the process of technology transfer. You can use your patent in your startup. You can lease your technology. All these things are legally possible immediately after getting the application number. And after 18 months, your patent is published. And once it is published, it means public scrutiny. And for private scrutiny, scrutiny by the examiners and reviewers, for that purpose you have to apply. And you can apply, and there is a fee for application also. If you want to apply for examination, you have to pay a fee also. Then comes day 3, when you are getting report of examination. Then comes day 4, which is day 3 plus 6 months. Submit response of report of examination. And after day 4, once you have submitted the report of examination, submitted the response for report of examination, it may be some kind of iterative process where they may be satisfied with your written response in 1 round or 2 rounds or 3 rounds, or they may invite at any point of time for personal hearing. And after that, grant of patent takes place. In one of my slides, I wrote that patents are applicable only for 20 years. Patents are applicable only for 20 years. That means the exclusive right which you have on your patent is only for 20 years. So that period of 20 years for which the patents are giving you the exclusive right on your innovation, that starts from day 1. So the point is that if let's say 6-7 years are lost in the process of grant of patent, so after granting of patent, only those 13-14 years are remaining for the exclusive right. So therefore, as a student of management, it is important for us to realize that as soon as you file the patent, you should immediately start working for commercialization of this patent. Either start your company using the patent or transfer this technology to some company, because if you are missing these times, you are reducing the useful life of your patent. That is point number 1. The point number 2, many a time researchers have this confusion: should I publish or should I patent? Because we all are faculty members, so we also want to have publications. Now it is if you publish something and the same thing you want to patent also, then the clause of novelty will be violated, because already literature is available and the clause of novelty will be violated. But if you submit your application first, get the application number, and after getting the application number, if you submit your similar kind of work for publication, then you are not defaulting on prior research, because now already your application is submitted and you are looking to publish your work, and that is very much possible. So that sequence of publication versus patent also need to be understood. If you publish first, publish means if you submit first for publication, it is violation of our patent act. So these are some of the important things. Therefore, you need to understand that day 1 is more important than the granting of the patent, because all your benefits and your counter of 20 years is starting from the day you get the application number. So it is important that we should not wait for granting. We should act immediately as soon as we are able to file the patent, and then we have this subsequent process. So before I go to my next topic, please have a question and let me know if you have any question. If you have any question, please let me know.
Audible, sir?
Yes.
Sir, can you take a small example and tell us like any one patent that has been filed or something like that? Can you just
Pardon?
explain it? So could you just explain the process with a small example? Like, for example, after this stage, we will do this. Like any one practical example that we have done till now.
What exactly you want to know? Let me understand your question clearly, because I am trying to explain you everything, but what exactly you want to understand with the help
Uh,
of example? Because you see, because of confidentiality clauses, I cannot share my own examples with you.
right, sir.
Means examples of IIT Roorkee I cannot share with you. I can only explain you the whole process again. That is possible, but giving a live example that what type of initial application was, what type of comments were received, what type of responses were given, and how the back and forth of responses took place. So, because of whenever we are assessing a patent application, we always need to sign NDA, non-disclosure agreement, because it's a confidential information, and only someone who has signed NDA should access that particular document. So these information related to patent are very sensitive and confidential, and therefore only authorized persons. So like in IIT Roorkee, I am the only person who has free access to all the patent applications. But for each application which is coming to me, because I am the nodal point for filing patent for all the faculty members of IIT Roorkee. So for whatever application is coming to me, immediately I have to sign one NDA, because as an individual, I am also liable that I can share the confidential information of my researchers to a third party. So it is important for me also to sign NDA every time, that I cannot disclose this information to any outside agency. I cannot share with anybody. So only I am having all those applications are with me only in my office under lock and key. So even my peon etc. cannot see those applications. So we need to maintain all those process very religiously, and the process is simple. File the application, wait for publication. Once it is published, then file for request for examination. Once you have given the request for examination, within 7-8 months, you will get the report of examination. You will have 6 months of time to submit the response of examination. Let us assume that your response for examination is accepted by the examiners. And if it is accepted by the examiner, you will be granted the patent. If it is not accepted by the examiner, then they will again ask you to submit a revised response on their new queries. And in case they feel that it is better to invite the person in person for a physical meeting, so they may invite you for physical presentation. And you can also appoint, as in the court it happens, that if you have filed a case, you can ask your lawyer to represent you in the case. Same thing is possible, that you may not go physically, and your patent attorney may appear for that personal hearing. So that is very much possible. And nowadays, since all hearings are happening through Zoom etc., so even you can also appear in those hearings. So that's how the process of patent granting takes place. There is some
Yes,
question somebody has written. Dheeraj has written, just we got patent number and we have started our journey of making a product, but in between after 18 months some kind of dispute come into the picture, like our concept already patented then. So yes, therefore I am saying all these things are possible. all these things are possible. So try to take the benefit as early as possible. You should be almost ready with everything, and do not miss this 18 months period also. That is what I am trying to say. If you are developing again during this 18 months period, then there are chances that your application may not be very much suitable for patent granting. That is point number one. The point number two, generally patent applications are not rejected also. Patent applications are not rejected also. They may take long amount of time, 10 years, 12 years. Those things are possible because patent agents will write some queries on your application. They will say that this claim is not possible, this claim is not novel, this claim is not practical, this claim is not under inventive step. So they will give you all these types of queries. Now, in that case, okay, I can share one application with you, and one review report with you, and you can understand that these types of comments will come in the review report, and you will reply to that how you are saying, because you are also not a novice, you are an expert in that area. So you will also say my claims are okay because of these things. So that is how the time will take, though this dispute will keep happening. But you should not stop during the period of dispute. You should not stop during the period of dispute. You may have to stop during the period of dispute if some other company files a legal suit against you. In that case, the court may say that you cannot go ahead with this product. So if there is a difference, the IP office of Government of India is only dealing with the granting of patent. But in case of some kind of enforcement that you are violating some kind of IP of some other company, so that company will write application at two places. One, that company will write to IP office that the patent should not be granted, but that patent office cannot say you that do not go ahead with the product, do not go ahead with the marketing of the product or manufacturing of the product. For that purpose, that company has to go to High Court also, because all patent related matters can only be filed in the High Court. So company has to approach the High Court also that this XYZ company is filing a patent on such and such technology. We already have a patent on similar issue, and the product is a copy of our product. So they should be immediately stopped making such product, etc. So they will write to High Court. So there you have to fight at two places. One, at the IP office, so that the patent can be granted to you. And if the patent is granted to you, you can take that patent to the High Court, and you can say that since IP office has verified that our concept is a novel concept and it's not a copy of their concept, so you also please provide us the relief that you should allow us to produce these things. So these type of things happen. But the other company also need to be very, very active, and they need to file the cases at High Court and give a request to the patent office also.
Sir?
So
Sir?
hope you understand now this point, Dheeraj.
So, Professor Rajat?
Yes.
Sir, I have one query. I was
Yes.
worried about one concern. If the medicines invented for AIDS and other major cancer drugs or something are invented by someone in a less cost, why are the pharmaceutical companies charging so much of heavy cost for those medicines, even vaccines or something, whatever it is? If we see in Africa or some other country, AIDS problem has been there, and the cost for these medicines are very high, sir. Why it is so, sir? If the medicine is available cheaply, why the patent has been created like that, and the pharmaceutical companies are charging so heavy amount for the patient?
You see, uh, I don't have any direct answer to your question, but you see, patent office is nothing to do with the price a company is charging for its product. That is point number one. Patent office doesn't tell you that what should be the price you should charge. So if you are having a patented product with you, certainly the market dynamics play their own role, and since you have exclusive right on that patent, therefore you will like to take maximum benefit of your research. So you could develop a low cost medicine, and there is a huge investment of research and development, cost of researchers. So from where that money will come? If that money will not come, the research and development in the pharma will not happen. Why better and better drugs are coming day by day? Because a lot of research is happening in that field, and for research you can understand that money is required. Now you are teaching in a good college, and you are expecting that I should go to the best lab. Your researchers will expect that I should go to the best lab. Now how will you go to the best lab? One of the definition of best lab is where you get good package, and now for good package the company need to earn from somewhere. So if you see two sides of the coin, if let's say you are working with Pfizer, so you will expect that my package should be like something जितना भी आप सोच सकते हैं सोच लीजिए, that should be the my package. On the other side you expect Pfizer to give their drugs on the no profit basis, because you say that these are for the public interest, these are for the benefit of the society. So both these things cannot go hand in hand. But many a time courts have intervened. People have filed public interest litigations, and courts have intervened, and they have asked for reduced prices, etc. So, but IP laws on their own have no role to play on prices of the drugs.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
और चूंकि आईपी की जब हम बात करते हैं तो उसमें एक जो नेगेटिव पॉइंट है वो ये है कि ये एक तरीके से आपको लिमिटेड मोनोपोली ऑफर करा देता है, बिकॉज यू हैव द एक्सक्लूसिव राइट. अब आपके पास एक लिमिटेड मोनोपोली जब आ जाएगी, so you can charge whatever you want, and that's how मतलब अगर कोई जो मतलब हर चीज के दोनों चीजें होती हैं, तो as a negative side of this, the problem which Professor Priya just highlighted, that problem is there, and there are different types of associations within the industry, and these associations try to maintain a balance between what is the personal benefit and what are the societal benefit. So IP should not be considered only a tool for the personal benefit. IP should also help in the societal benefit. So people give this kind of argument कि भाई अगर हमारे पास रिसोर्स ही जनरेट नहीं होंगे तो नई रिसर्च कहाँ से आएगी. और that is really a point. Like we just saw this Darwin database. So if you see that what type of molecules, we just searched the 5G communication, but you can similarly search any medicines also. So once you know that the research has reached to this level, so I need to go beyond this particular point, and that is the beauty of this patent system. Otherwise, we all will be reinventing the wheel. We will not be able to move ahead in this journey of research and development. Because of the system of IPR, new and new developments are happening. Otherwise, हम वही चीज बार बार बनाते रह जाएंगे. So that is a big benefit of IP. The only point, because it's almost last 3-4 minutes are left. This I discussed about filing of intellectual property in India. Two I discussed particularly. One is patent, and in the forenoon session we discussed copyright. But now I want to file patent in multiple countries. In multiple countries, because I told you that patent is a territorial right. So how can I file patent in multiple countries? So for that purpose, either you can go to different countries and you follow the same process which I just mentioned. You file application, it will be published in their patent journal and so on. So it will take huge amount of time, huge amount of resources, बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा लग जाएगा, बहुत time लगेगा. So it is done by WIPO, a system which is known as PCT. PCT stands for Patent Cooperation Treaty. PCT stands for Patent Cooperation Treaty. So once you have filed your application in India and your application is published in Indian Patent Office, so within 12 months of that, you can file for PCT. So this is about the international patents. So PCT you will file, and PCT is simply like an examination body. So they will do a global examination. They will give you a report. Like you want to go to a hospital, but before hospital, you need to do lot of tests. So you will go to Lal Pathology and you will do your lipid profile, sugar, and so many other kind of tests, etc. You may do. And now with that report, it is up to you whether you want to go to AIIMS, Apollo, Medanta, or Escorts. So now PCT will give you the examination report. And once that examination report is available with you, this is known as international phase of your patent filing. International phase. Once PCT report is available, within 1 year of that, you can enter into the national phase. So like as Indian, you want to have your patent in US, you want to have your patent in some African country, you want to have your patent in Israel. So now with this report of PCT, you can directly enter into the national phase of America, Africa, Israel, or wherever you want to do your. So your process of initial filing, publication, etc. is not done. You will directly enter into the national phase. There will be scrutiny of this examination report provided by PCT. If the reviewer at the national phase finds some kind of anomaly, they will ask you to clarify that. Otherwise, your patent will be granted in that particular country. So that is how you can get your international patents. But even after getting the PCT examination, you have to go to the different countries individually. There is no thing that once you have done, there is a confusion. Many people feel that once they have submitted the PCT application, people feel that now their patent is applicable globally. So it is simply an examination body. PCT is simply an examination body. It will give you the report of your application, and then again you will go to the national phase, filing individual applications in different countries. You have to very carefully choose the countries in which, because each country will take few lakh of rupees. कुछ लाख रुपए आपके लग जाएंगे, तो 2-3 कंट्री में भी अगर गए तो 10-12 लाख रुपए का काम हो जाएगा. तो you as an individual or rather as an institution also, मैं IIT में होने के बाद भी I generally do not recommend any application for the national phase. I support up to PCT phase for all my researchers. If they want to go for international patent, I can support them from my institute funds up to the PCT level. But after that, I ask them that you have to find some industry partner to enter into the national phase. I cannot give that much of public money for your individual benefit. तो आप कोई इंडस्ट्री पार्टनर ढूंढ के ले आओ और उसके साथ फिर आप नेशनल फेज में एंटर कर जाओ. तो इस तरीके से हम लोग जो है इंटरनेशनल पेटेंट भी ले सकते हैं. So that is how the complete process of IP acquiring. हाँ, कॉपीराइट के बारे में एक बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग केस है. कॉपीराइट्स आर ग्लोबल, सो कॉपीराइट आर नॉट टेरिटोरियल. दीज इंडस्ट्रियल राइट्स आर टेरिटोरियल, कॉपीराइट्स आर ग्लोबल राइट्स. तो उसमें ये सब कोई चक्कर नहीं है. वो अगर कोई आपसे पूछता है कि भाई कोई ग्लोबल आईपी होता है, तो यू कैन से सिंपली द कॉपीराइट्स आर द ग्लोबल आईपी. विद दिस आई विल लाइक टू close this session. Already we are on thank you slide since last 5-10 minutes. Still I am taking so much of time. If anyone has any question, I don't know whether there is a session after this also, but I'm sure Prabhat must have kept another session also. So
No, sir, there is no session after this.
okay.
सर एक बहुत बेसिक सा क्वेश्चन है, if you allow me to ask.
अब चाबी जो है प्रभात जी के हाथ में है.
Sir, if you like to answer, you may please.
जी बताएं.
सर बहुत बेसिक सा क्वेश्चन है, 2 मिनट का लगेगा टाइम उसमें सर.
जी बताएं.
पेटेंट करवाने से पहले अगर मैं कोई प्रोडक्ट पे वर्क कर रही हूँ और उस प्रोडक्ट की सैंक्टिटी या उसकी ऑथेंटिसिटी प्रूफ करने के लिए मुझे आईआईटी में जाकर के उस प्रोडक्ट को सुपरवाइज करवाना पड़ता है, उसकी सारे एग्जामिनेशंस करवाने पड़ते हैं और पता चलता है कि यहाँ पे पूरे सारी टेस्टिंग्स नहीं है या सारे ऑथेंटिकेशंस नहीं है. फिर मैं दूसरी आईआईटी या दूसरी फील्ड में जाती हूँ, वहाँ उस इंस्टीट्यूट से अपना परमिशन लेती हूँ. तो ये सारी चीज़ें करने पे आई एम जस्ट गिविंग द एग्जांपल ऑफ वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड. तो ये सारी चीज़ें रिवील होती हैं बिफोर पेटेंट. उसकी सारी कैलकुलेशंस रिवील हो रहे हैं, उसकी सारी चीज़ें ऑलरेडी डिस्क्लोज हो रही हैं. हाउ टू प्रिवेंट दीज थिंग्स, क्योंकि विदाउट ऐसे बिना इंस्टीट्यूशंस में जा कर के विदाउट ऑथेंटिकेशन लिए हुए, विदाउट अप्रूवल लिए हुए हम पेटेंट भी नहीं कर सकते हैं कुछ चीज़ें. और हम अगर किसी बॉडी से नहीं जुड़े हुए हैं, हम अगर अपने आप को
I got your question. I got your question. गुप्ता जी का माइक ऑन है शायद, तो गुप्ता जी can off the mic. So simple answer to your question is that if you are working on a product which you are intending to patent, and for some testing you are going to some other labs, maybe to IIT, HBTI, कहीं भी जा रहे हैं आप, it is always advisable, even अगर आपको पेटेंट नहीं भी कराना है, but some information आप किसी के साथ शेयर कर रहे हैं, always make a point to sign NDA. NDA साइन करके आप काम करें, so other party is also equally liable कि वो आपकी कोई इंफॉर्मेशन को कहीं रिवील नहीं हो कर सकता, and then your information will remain confidential. So and the otherwise क्या हुआ कि किसी वजह से आप किसी का टेस्टिंग करा रहे हैं, उन्होंने वो डेटा अपना कहीं और इधर उधर पब्लिश कर दिया, और वो फिर आपका जो नॉवेल्टी क्लॉज है वो ऑटोमेटिकली खत्म हो जाएगा. तो उस वजह से आप अगर अपनी लैब से कोई चीज को निकाल के दूसरी लैब में ले जा रहे हैं, तो जहां पर भी आप ले जा रहे हैं, और मेक ए पॉइंट कि जब आप लैब के अंदर काम कर रहे हैं, तो जो भी आपके साथ रिसर्चर्स काम कर रहे हैं, दे ऑल शुड ऑलवेज साइन एनडीए. तो एनडीए जो है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, वो आपको काफी प्रोटेक्शन दे देगा कि जो आपका डेटा लीक नहीं होगा, और अगर उसमें किसी भी तरीके का नॉवेल्टी वाला जो क्लॉज है वो वायलेट नहीं होगा.
Any other question, please? कल कुछ लोग पेटेंट पे बात कर रहे थे, आज सर से पूछ सकते हैं लोग. Sir, this NDA is applicable when we are working for a copyright creation as well. For example,
बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं। हम तो अभी अपने केस में एनडीए जो है, जो पीएचडी थीसिस एग्जामिनेशन होता है, उसके लिए भी करने जा रहे हैं कि भाई जिसके पास आपने थीसिस भेज दिया तो उसके पास तो पूरा डेटा चला गया एग्जामिनर के पास। अब पता लगा आपकी थीसिस से उसने ही कोई रिसर्च पेपर बनाकर छाप लिया, तो आप क्या करेंगे? तो इट इज ऑलवेज एडवाइजेबल कि आप अपने मतलब दिस वी आर गोइंग टू इम्प्लीमेंट एट अवर आईआईटी लेवल that whoever will be examining our PhD thesis, our students PhD thesis, they will sign NDA कि भाई ये जो thesis का information है, it is only for the examination purpose. You cannot use this information for any other purpose. So even for copyright also it has to be. आप मान लीजिए सपोज कीजिए कि आप और आपका एक फ्रेंड मिलके कोई प्ले तैयार कर रहे हैं, जो आप किसी अच्छे कमरे किसी बड़े कंपटीशन में कॉम्पीट करने वाले हैं उस प्ले के थ्रू। अब आपका वो फ्रेंड जो है वो किसी दूसरी पार्टी के साथ मिल गया और उसने कहा कि यार देखो वो ये नाटक बना रहे हैं, आप किसी इससे बेटर थीम पे नाटक बनाओ, या उसमें ये गाना वो यूज कर रहे हैं, ये बैकग्राउंड यूज कर रहे हैं, तो दैट गिव्स चांस टू अदर पार्टी टू विन दैट कंपटीशन। सो यू कैन यूज इवन एनडीए इन दोज activities where possibility of copyrights are there.
yes, sir. Thanks a lot. Sir. Thank you.
एक्चुअली हम लोग क्या करते हैं ना, हम सब हिंदुस्तानी लोग हैं, तो हम लोग ज्यादातर फेथ में उसमें कि भाई ये तो मेरा दोस्त है, हम सोचते भी नहीं है कि ये सब चीजें कहीं आनी भी चाहिए बीच में। ये तो हम मानते हैं सब हमारी एक टीम है, हम तो काम कर रहे हैं मिलकर। लेकिन इस तरीके का बड़ा इशू होता है जब इकोनॉमिक्स बीच में इन्वॉल्व हो जाए कहीं पर ना, तो इट्स बेटर कि अगर कोई चीज लीगल है तो उसको लीगल तरीके से ही हैंडल किया जाए।
सर, क्या एनडीए में मेन इंस्टीट्यूट और जो मेन पर्सन है जो इसको इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रहे हैं, उसके अलावा जो एसोसिएट्स होते हैं वो भी इन्वॉल्व होते हैं एनडीए
उनसे
में?
भी कराना चाहिए। अरे वो पता लगा आपकी लैब छोड़ के गया कहीं बाहर गया, उसने सारा इंफॉर्मेशन लीक कर दिया, और उनके पास तो हर समय वो डेटा रहता ही है कि वो क्या चल रहा है। आपसे ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन तो लैब में जो एसोसिएट्स है उनको रहता है।
राइट सर, राइट सर।
तो उनको जैसे उनके लिए वो भी रहता है डिटरेंट की तरीके से भी, कि अगर एक आदमी लीगल कागज पे साइन करके रखता है तो एक ऑटोमेटिकली आपके ऊपर मेंटल वो रहता है कि हाँ भाई मैंने यार वो कागज साइन किया हुआ है, मैं कुछ गड़बड़ नहीं कर सकता।
फाइन सर, थैंक यू सर।
So, thank you, Rajat sir, for such an informative session and engaging as well. Thank you so much for being with us for 2 sessions, sir. On behalf of STEP SBTI and from the side of all the participants, I heartily thank you. Any participant, if want to thank Rajat sir, can.
Thank you so much, sir. It's very difficult to take such long full sessions. So we are very thankful to you, sir. And it was very informative.
थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
Thank you.
Thank you,
Rajat
sir.
sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you.
थैंक यू। टेक केयर, बाय बाय।
Participants, please turn on your video.
करायटर लागणार नाही का तुम्हाला आता परत?
Please turn on your video for a
तोपर्यंत
minute.
राहणार ना क्रायटेरिया हेड.
Hurry up, please. Well, today I will be sharing a link with you. That will be of Teachment. And through that only we will be on the 5th day. The test will be held on 5th day on Teachment. I'll be sharing link with you. You can download your application on your smartphone, that TeachLink application, through that link only. Then the FDP classroom will be available on your app. And on that, first we will conduct a dummy test. And before that, you all join, please. If anybody faces difficulty, can contact. And on 5th day, we will be having the final test and choice questions. And do not worry about attendance, as some of you are writing about the attendance link. As I have told you already, your attendance is being recorded on WebEx. Don't worry about that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much at the end of the second day of the FDP.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.